Finding it hard to believe that we are in 2025 already. How about you? I feel like, in a way, 2024 just started, and then in some ways, it does feel like it's been a year. We've had a lot of highs and we've had some lows. This last year felt a bit chaotic towards the end of the year. We had multiple different storms, hurricanes, flooding, different things like that come through. And if you've been with me for any amount of time, you would have been following along with all of that. And I just want to say thank you for being here. And if you're new here, my name is Lynette. I would love if you would stick around, hit the subscribe button. I am planning to share some things in this video that I have been reflecting on, or things that I would like to change in the coming year, maybe some goals I have. I'm not a big resolution maker, but there's things that I'd like to kind of, reset or refocus on, and I hope this video brings you encouragement. I am making a breakfast casserole here because we had some friends coming for the night and I wanted to do it ahead of time so I didn't have to worry about it the morning of. I'm making a Gold Rush brunch casserole. It's so good. You fry the hash browns and you scramble some eggs, fry up some bacon, cut up some ham, and you make a white sauce to put over top and also add some shredded cheddar cheese to it. It's so delicious, and you can freeze it. Does it beautifully, and I will put the recipe in the description box. Also wanted to mention, I plan to do a giveaway in this video. I would love to bless one of you all with a $100 Amazon gift card. First of all, you need to be over 18 and you'll need to be subscribed to my channel. Give this video a like. I would love to hear from you in a comment. That will be your entry, is commenting something that you're maybe excited for this year, or a goal you have, or something of that nature. Your comment will be your entry in the video. So I will then pick a winner at random and respond to that comment. And also, I'll try to pin that comment if I can. I will also announce it in my community tab on my YouTube channel page. Hopefully this is a way that I can bless one of you all. And I'd like to continue doing giveaways more frequently this year if possible. So I got a delivery from Wild Grain, and I've never tried their products before. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of them before or not. It was a new thing for me, but I thought I would give them a try and kind of give you my first impressions, see what I think. And the reason I decided to kind of look into them a little bit is I do some baking and things myself, sourdough and, things from scratch. But I know that that's not everyone's wheelhouse. And in fact, it used to not be my wheelhouse very much at all, especially breads. And I've come to kind of learn how to do things. I've come to get better at stuff, but in certain seasons of life, especially, I feel like it's just not something I can do very much. And maybe this is a season of life that you're not able to do a lot of from scratch baking or sourdoughs and, homemade breads and different things like that. Maybe this is something that you would like to incorporate more of, but you don't have a lot of access to it, or maybe it's super expensive, things like that, and this could possibly be something that you'd like to try out. I want to thank Wild Grain for sponsoring today's video. Wild Grain is the first ever Bake from Frozen subscription box for sourdough bread, fresh pastas, and artisanal pastries. Unlike the typical supermarket brands, Wild Grain does the, slower fermenting process, which is easier on your stomach and has a lot of benefits that can just help your overall well-being. And the convenience part of this is that it can be from the freezer to your table in around 25 minutes. And you have quality homemade style breads or pastries. You can build your own box. They're constantly adding new items, seasonal things for you to try. So for every new member, Wild Grain donates 4 meals to the Greater Boston Food Bank. Go to wildgrain.com/Lynette Yoder for $30 off of your first box. You'll find that information linked in my description box. You will get that plus free croissants for life.
I would say this tastes just as good as my sourdough. These are so good.
I am starting in my boys' room again. This is where our guests were going to sleep. I had told them we don't have anything fancy. We don't have a guest room at the moment. The Florida rooms are pretty small. So I offered them the boys' room, which has 2 twin beds, and they were more than happy to sleep there. She said it was really good to see them. But in the meantime, I wanted to take the bedding off and give it all a good washing. The boys have duvet covers, and it was time to wash them anyway. So I went ahead and did that, and then I was able to hang them out to dry, and it smelled so good. There's just nothing like laundry that hangs outside, right? So a day or two before I filmed this, I had done a whole house declutter, and it kind of happened on a whim, as it often does with me, and I didn't record any of it, but let's just say my house feels a whole lot lighter, and I'm so relieved to have done it. I also took down my Christmas decor, most of it the same day. You'll still see a couple shots here with the Christmas tree up, but we actually took it down today while I was filming this then. But it felt so good. I had felt it kind of building up, and it's pretty typical for me to do a declutter in the beginning of the year. And then also multiple times throughout the year, I like to do it just to keep things under control. But that's one thing I would like to focus on this year, is being more intentional on what I'm bringing in. I know it's easy to say that, and I say that myself, because it's very easy to get sucked up in, oh, that's a good deal, or maybe quantity versus quality. And it's something I'd like to improve in, is looking for more quality pieces versus quantity. We don't have many house projects on the horizon, although we have discussed the possibility of renovating 1 or 2 of our bathrooms. We have 3, one's a half bath, and then we have 2 full bathrooms. And the half bath is already done. We did that one year before last, and last year we didn't do much. Now this year we possibly may decide to do a bathroom, but I'm not really sure yet. Nick and I both have financial goals that we've talked about and things that we'd like to accomplish this year if the Lord wills. We want to really be intentional with our money this year and saving, asking the Lord for wisdom and direction in, what to do going forward. Some other goals I have for the year would be to do more walking, not even necessarily a certain amount each day or anything like that, but just getting more exercise outside of the house. I do feel like I work in the house a lot. I'm not necessarily just sitting a lot, but I would like to try and get my walks in the morning, at least whenever I possibly can. Some other things that I have as goals for this year are just to be intentional in what I am feeding my family, to be more conscious of the foods I am bringing in. I know I've been talking about that some, where I'm never going to be perfect. I'm not going to be the most healthy or the most crunchy or anything like that. I just would like to be more conscious of what we're consuming, more homemade breads and sourdoughs and things like that as my schedule allows. And I also just hope that this is an encouragement to you all to take baby steps where you can and learn some new things, maybe learn a new skill this year. I really would love to incorporate more reading, and I find it really hard to just
find time to read right now. So sometimes it's more audiobooks maybe versus actual books that I'm reading, but doing that and also maybe trying to get to bed a little earlier. Gotten asked what my cleaning routine looks like, and I'll just be honest, I don't have one. I used to be a lot more routine than I am right now, but for now, basically I just clean as needed. If I see that something is dirty, I'm generally one to clean it, or as soon as possible. So it's very rare that I clean my whole house at once. It's kind of the season that I'm in. I am just busy enough that to very frequently clean my whole house at once is a very daunting task. And so I just do what works for me. I changed into some better clothes and went out to run a few errands. I usually like to treat myself to a couple new plants in the beginning of the year, so that's what I did. I went to Lowe's. I only found one. Then I also ran to Target because I was wanting some organizational things. So I'm showing you guys a few things that I picked up. The tan totes are pretty inexpensive and I have some already, so I wanted to add to those to match some of them. I found a really pretty pillow for the living room, another basket I put in my bathroom, and some cups that are not breakable. And then they're pretty at the same time. I thought they were really cute. And here is the plant I found at Lowe's. So in the boys' room, the closet, I had been hoping to maybe put in a whole new closet system, and I would still like to, but with decluttering, it tremendously helped out the closet and how full it was. It felt like the bins were kind of overflowing, and I still just kind of dump some of their clothes into bins at this point. I don't fold all their t-shirts and shorts and whatnot because it's just easier, quicker. But with making more room, I found that, maybe I can hold off on the closet organization systems a little bit longer. I did buy 2 task lamps, or so I thought. I wanted 2 clip-on lamps that I've been wanting to add to their bed so they have something to read with at night.
This is not what I wanted. I wanted 2 clip-on lights and I just didn't look at the base. Well, back she goes. What are you doing? With your hair.
All right, it is the end of the night. It's actually like a Saturday night at 9 o'clock or something. I am baking some sugar cookie bars. I wanted some on hand. They're so delicious. It's been our new favorite the last while, and they're so easy. Kind of like a Christmas cutout cookie, but so much easier. So I'll put the recipe in the description box. I might put one that I've used before instead of the one that I'm using tonight because I like it better, but it's just from Pinterest. I am going through the book of John at the moment. Last year I went through the whole Bible, and I did that with the ESV one-year Bible. I'm going through a devotional from the Daily Grace Co. It says Come and See, and it's something that is focusing on the whole book of John, and so that's what I'm doing at the moment. I just pray that you all would have a wonderful year, and I am excited for the new year, and I'll look forward to sharing, bits and pieces of our life with you all. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you all next week. Bye, friends.